There are three main sewage ponds in Moresby: the Waigani, Morata and Geru ponds. These ponds were constructed in the early 60s and 70s. With the increase in population and rapid influx of people from the rural areas into Port Moresby, the capital city now has a population of over 800,000 people. This calls for a proper upgrade and brand new sewage treatment facilities to treat sewage. With this in mind, the government resolved to building this multi-million kina treatment plant that will receive sewage from Konidobu, Town, Togoba Hill, Paga Hill, Ella Beach, Koki, Barili, Gabutu, Sabama, Kaugere and Kilakila areas. The plant is the first mechanical facility in the country, converting raw sewage waste into clean byproducts. Constructions of Joyce Bay began around April of 2016 and was officially inaugurated on Friday, the 29th of March this year. During the inauguration ceremony, Minister for State Enterprise William Dumas said, "Without doubt, the capital city is experiencing a major influx of rural to urban migration with an increase in socio-economic activities."
The city now has a population of more than 800,000 people. This has put a lot of pressure on one of our most vital infrastructures in the city, and that, of course, is the sewage system, where substantial increase in the volume of untreated effluent was being discharged into the city over the years.
Minister Dumas says the Port Moresby Sewage System Upgrading Project, or POMSUP in short, is aligned to PNG government's natural water, sanitation and hygiene policy, or the WASH policy, which was formulated to provide the framework to substantially improve access to clean water and sanitation services to change the hygiene behaviors of people. The project will help properly treat waste before releasing it into the sea, and in the process help protect the fragile marine ecosystem as well as the health of the people living along the Motuan coastline.
This multi-million kina project will have a long-term positive imprint on the marine ecosystem. One, as you all know, is heavily reliant upon for fish and other marine resources along the city's southern catchment area and the low-lying villages of our Motuan coastline, and further protection guaranteed for generations to come.
The new facility is expected to provide an avenue for locals in the area to venture into business and money-making activities.
Most of the developments we have seen in this part of the city especially, and particularly to do with this very important project, the POMSUP project, would not have become possible. Thank you, Badaherea. I hope that when this project reaches its full capacity and begins to do what it's supposed to do, then hopefully our people along these areas will be able to take part in meaningful.
Locals in Joyce Bay also said that since the project started, they were able to set up trade stores to supply goods to the employees of the facility, while vendors also capitalized on the opportunities.
Play sabe walking only click market number here. Me place walking good lamania. Plenty all walk line.
The ambassador of Japan to PNG, Satoshi Nakajima, said this project has come a long way to be finally completed thanks to the many partners. The ambassador says the sewage treatment plant is the first of its kind in the whole of the Pacific region, with a capacity of treating thousands of cubic of waste a day, that in turn benefits 1/3 of the population. Ambassador Satoshi believes the project will substantially improve the environment sanitary for people's livelihood and enhance Port Moresby's image for tourism by offering non-polluted, clean coastlines.
It was during the APEC meeting that the two prime ministers, Papua New Guinea and Japan, acknowledged the completion of this project at the bilateral meeting held at the APEC House. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was very pleased to see some of the completed pump stations for this project near the APEC House, although he regretted very much not having time to visit this sewage treatment plant.
It was also shared by the locals that the contractors have brought a lot of development into the area.
The pipe, I think 16-meter outfall out that way to Manubara. There's a very nice walkway out that way. So there's footpath, people can go and access in the afternoons. They can also, every weekend now everybody's busy. I think most of the people, they don't go down to Ella Beach now, they come around here.
Since the project started, big plan development na. Also moli bring him road ikam na Papua to apart from this lik story imito may play no Papua. Otherwise road only improve him na good road.
They brought the pipe right up there and they fixed our Joyce Bay, so we are happy. So we followed the contact on cement wall goal see. So we are just developing place, so we are all happy.
We have 2 access roads into Joyce Bay, which is the last place actually here. And it's been quite a while since we had any development in here. So hopefully this project will it will be a change agent for this community.
The youths in the area were also given the opportunity to work with the contractor.
Plant your mangi go work. All help your mangi work. Or some oxygen mangi go out all work. Sample, you see work and all stuff.
The project was implemented by Kumul Consolidated Holdings in liaison with Enoranu, who are currently managing and operating the treatment plant. Speaking during the opening ceremony, Kumul Consolidated Holdings Managing Director Darren Young said the scope involves the construction of a trunk sewer pipeline at a total length of 12.8 kilometers, construction of branch sewer networks at a total length of 13.7 kilometers, and the construction and rehabilitation of 13 sewage pumping stations. Young said all this will be used to discharge sewage from households safely into the ocean.
The new sewage treatment plant here at Joyce Bay is where all the raw sewage will be fully treated using an oxidation treatment process capable of processing 18,400 million litres of raw sewage per day, and that treated effluent which is discharged safely via a 1.6 kilometre pipeline to the sea.
POMSA dates back to December 2009 when both governments signed an exchange of notes. This was done to JICA's concessional loan of up to 8.2 billion Japanese yen, which is approximately 275 million kina. In nearly approaching its end, the project has achieved a lot so far. JICA's chief representative Takashi Toyama says the Joyce Bay facility has some of the most advanced Japanese technologies that have been highly anticipated. JICA also provided the technical and maintenance for the facility.
We have the long way to this stage, the completion of the project. Your government has just successfully completed official inauguration ceremony last Friday.
Facilities like this cost billions of kina, but thanks to the Japanese and PNG governments, this facility was built. This multi-billion kina facility is now serving its purpose for the city residents. Michelle Stephen, National MTV News.